All right. Lots of stuff to discuss on the program that'll begin in just about 20 minutes. The president, Mr. Zelensky, and some real heavyweights from across the Atlantic meeting in the nation's capital today, trying to bring the war in Ukraine to an end. You know, to give you an idea how tragic this war is, recently a bombing from Russia in Ukraine killing 14 people, young people, babies. But Russia suffering casualties too. This is a statistic that is mind-boggling. We haven't had this type of fighting in that part of the world since World War II. I heard this yesterday. In the month of July alone, 20,000 Russian troops were killed. I've been saying the killing has to stop. Both sides are losing. The loss of life is insurmountable. The numbers are catastrophic. And because of these two countries being so close, many of these families are connected because of relations and relationships. It's very sad. We'll be talking about that tonight. Also, the president bringing up something today that I think it's time to really consider it, to end mail-in balloting. Until you get rid of it, you're never really going to have a chance to have a legit vote total. I've been saying that for the longest time. You know, I've been in this business a long time. When I started, I covered elections back home where I live in Beaver County, and we had paper ballots back then, and we would be there counting votes with the Bureau of Elections until dawn the following day. But with all the things that we can do in the world of technology, we can't find a way to just make it seamless, something we need to talk about, and we'll do that tonight. Also, I saw this story in the PG just before I left for work. Maybe a Chicago firm interested in the Penguins, too. Look, Mr. Burkle, Mr. Lemieux may not be interested, but it seems as though the Boston Sports, that Fenway group, is interested in selling the Penguins, or at least flirting with the idea. I'm saying this for the longest time. Professional sports teams mean a lot. Rob Manfred, Major League Baseball, talking about expansion in the next few years. You know, some places that have been mentioned in the past, like Nashville, could get a Major League Baseball team. Look, we'd all wish our teams to do better, but Pittsburgh is a Major League city. Make no mistake about it. We have our Steelers, we have our Pirates, we have our Penguins. We want to hang on to all of them. This Penguins story, as it moves forward, is going to be very interesting, and I surely hope we can find a way to lock down a ownership group that will keep them right here in Pittsburgh. And I still believe we need either a WNBA or an NBA team. We cannot give up anything, and we need to continue to create and evolve. And that's why I talk about jobs and working class incomes. All of it means a lot to the business matrix in this region. So we have so much to get to tonight. I hope you'll join me. We're going to open the phones. We're going to have a chance to talk about a number of things. And also, another thing the president has been doing, and I alluded to this earlier, the National Guard basically running the show when it comes to law enforcement in the nation's capital. The West Virginia National Guard has sent members of their guard to Washington. Could this be a blueprint for law enforcement across the country? Because right now, the crime rate is at an all-time high anywhere in the country. And again, sadly, we are not getting more recruits to go into various branches of law enforcement, especially in our city and places like Pittsburgh, in their city police departments. And this nonsense of not funding police continues across this country. So something has to be done, and we have to stop the crime, and we've got to get the criminal element off the street. So lots to get to tonight. I hope you'll join me. We start shortly right after the 6 p.m. news on Kdka 100.1 FM, AM 1020. Don't forget the Odyssey app. Download it on your phone, AUDACY. Metropolitan window video screen, kdkradio.com. Click on Kdka Watch. And something really cool, I use it all the time, even when I'm not here, just to check in on Kdka, our YouTube page. All right, your Pratt Pack for Monday night. Coming up shortly, Kdka. I definitely hope you join me, and I hope you participate and phone in, because that's what makes talk radio so magical.